Let's talk about Merkelization next. I will show you the idea and concept of Merkelization with an example. The example is the zero coupon bond that you probably know by now. The example contract is as follows. The lender has to deposit 75 ADA into the contract up to a specified time. With the deposit, the contract reduces to the first pay contract, which does the payment of the 75 ADA from the lender to the borrower. When, at a later time, the borrower deposits back the 90 ADA, which is the 75 ADA plus 15 ADA interest, the contract reduces to the close contract. In the Marlowe language, we have the when constructor that takes a list of cases. A case is an action together with a continuation contract. In the example of the zero coupon bond, the action in the first case is the deposit, the continuation contract is the pay contract in the purple box. The Marlowe contract reduces to the pay contract in the purple box as soon as the client input, shown on the right-hand side on top, is submitted. Later, when the second client input is submitted, the Marlowe contract gets reduced again, this time to the close contract in the red box. Client inputs have to be submitted before the specified timeout, defined for the when constructor. Otherwise, the contract gets reduced to the specified continuation contract. Marlowe, when reduced to the when constructor, waits up to the timeout for inputs. An input triggers an action specified in the list of cases, and the contract gets reduced to the continuation specified for that particular case. As the continuation contract is only needed after the client input has been provided, with Merkelization we do exactly this. We provide the continuation contract only together with the client input. The case in a Merkelized contract is a Merkelized case that consists of an action together with the hash of the continuation contract. In the example of the zero coupon bond, we have changed the first case in the list of cases to a Merkelized case that consists of the deposit for the lender of the 75 ADA together with the continuation hash in the purple box. The hash is the hash value of the pay contract in the purple box below. When the lender deposits 75 ADA as shown in the client input on the right hand side, the input has to be provided together with the continuation contract, which is the pay contract in the purple box. When executing the deposit, Marlowe checks that the provided continuation contract hashes to the value specified as the continuation in the Merkelized case. In the example on this slide, when the borrower deposits back the 90 ADA, which is the 75 ADA plus the 15 ADA of interest, also the continuation has to be provided, which is the close contract in the red box. Merkelization of the close contract doesn't make sense, since the hash is bigger in size than the close contract, but this is only for the example here. We have seen that Merkelization reduces the contract size significantly by splitting up contracts into subcontracts that are to be provided only at a later point in time together with the client input. Like this, only the execution path of the contract is taken into account and goes on-chain. Merkelization is a great technique to allow almost arbitrary size contracts to be deployed to the blockchain. Merkelization is also a technique to add privacy to a contract, as you cannot directly infer the continuation from a hash as specified in a Merkelized case. We are currently working on adding Merkelization to Marlowe CLI in order to use Merkelized contract via the command line as well. There is also an idea of doing Merkelization implicitly when converting a contract from Marlowe Extended to Marlowe Core, in order to hide the concept and not expose it to the end user.